So I think that, yeah, why not? If I have the opportunity, why not take advantage to go and go to school, finish my degree, work, and then I can come back here and live here. But things change, and I think differently now too. So I just wanna live in the U.S., work here, and just make my life here. For me, I think I shared a little bit about how my parents were living here. So the reason why my sister and I came to the U.S. was to be with our parents. And my grandparents were getting older, and the idea for my parents had never been to be separated from us for so many years. They, like many immigrants in the 80s, their idea was we're going to go to El Norte, that's what they call the U.S. in Mexico, to work for a little bit, make some money, and come back home. And the reality of it is that when people immigrate, you start forming roots, establishing networks, family, support systems, and the U.S. becomes home. So by the time we came here, my parents, their home was the U.S., and the decision was made that we would come to join them in the U.S. so that we could be together as a family.
Well, for my parents, the story is pretty similar. Also being from Puebla, they were from really small places where you don't have a lot of opportunities. My father, for example, he didn't have the opportunity to get an education himself. So when friends and family were coming to the U.S. and getting these better opportunities, he said, well, maybe I'm going to go there and I'm going to work my butt off, and I might not reap the benefits, but certainly it'll provide a better life for my children, future generations. That's why they.
Okay, so I think that the common thread we're hearing is that everyone comes here hoping for a better future, right? To me, it's ironic, and I'm sure it may be the same with my fellow panelists, that we see so many people here in the U.S. who don't take advantage of the resources that are available, educationally, professionally, and so forth. So, okay.
It's very similar to the other panelists. For me, it's my parents. My parents had to sacrifice so much to give us a better life. They had to, when I think back at it, I'm actually a little bit older than my parents were when they had to leave my sister and I can't imagine how hard that was for them. But I also think about through my time in the U.S. when I was growing up, that there are a lot of people around us that are inspiration we hear the big stories, right? Like Dr. Quiñones, which has a wonderful inspirational message, but there are also people that in their quiet way inspire us. I thought back to several of my teachers that took the extra time when I was learning English to just make sure that I didn't fall behind, to make sure that if I was having a hard time in school with the other students, to encourage me. So I think that, it's the big inspiration, but we also have to count that every day, everywhere we go, there are moments and there are people that in their special way inspire us, and that's what I try to do in my own life, is to be a positive person for others, because I know that, it can take a word to brighten up your day, the same way it can take a word to bring you down and make you feel worse.